Hi there. I thought I'd do a little video. Some people have been asking about how I record my tunes on video. I recently did a Jerry Reed tune called Bluesland, and I'd like to show you the process involved from pretty much start to finish on that. So I'll try and keep it as short as possible. These things take quite a while. So first of all, just going to show you my setup, but it's going to be a bit wobbly because I'm just going to be showing this camera. So here we are, right? So basically I've got the two screens, I've got the iMac and the screen. So you can see I'm on the video on the right. And then I have this mixer, which I put all my audio through. So this is the Tascam Model 12, which is a fantastic piece of kit. So I've got my guitar, DI and mic going through that. So the DI, I'm going through this device here. This is actually a synthesizer decoder for the Godin, this guitar, which has got a synth on it. So I use that to plug in. Basically, I'm just using guitar sound, not the synth. So this is the guitar I use for Bluesland. So that goes in via this cable here, and then into the mixer, and then into the system itself. Anything else we need to know? Oh yes, there's this microphone here as well, the AKG P170 I'm using. So recording the acoustic guitar with that as well. So I've got the DI and the acoustic. So that's the setup mostly. Let's go back to here. So the next thing, or the first thing really, that happens is to learn the tune. So with this tune, I was working with Brooks Robertson, and he did a series of lessons on this tune on his online channel. So this was quite a while ago we went through this, but he produced a wonderful chart, which I'll show you a little bit of here. So this is his chart that he did. So so basically I learnt the tune from this, and then so along with that I'd be listening to the tune as well. So I'll be listening to Jerry and working out everything from this. So yeah, there we go. So along with that, then I would learn the bass. So with this tune, I learnt the bass just by ear. Sometimes I'd write it down and then play off a score, but I think I just learnt it by ear off this one because it's relatively straightforward. So I learnt the bass and the drums. So the drums I would have recorded straight into Logic. So there's a process next where I would create the track. So let's just have a look at Logic. So basically, this is the audio file. So this is all the audio. The video was done at the same time. I'll show you that in a minute. So I've got the DI for the Godin. Oops, just out of the way. Got the DI for the Godin up here, and the mic for the Godin. Oops, mic for the Godin there. This is the rhythm guitar, so that would be the DI for that, and then the mic for that too. So I've got two guitars, but with two channels each. And then this is the bass track, and this is the drums. So all of these, apart from the drums, are audio files, as you can see. So the drum file, I basically produced this by playing it in and listening to the track. So I'd go back to the track, listen to a bit of it, and then just program in. So this is if I just solo this. Right, so we got the solo drums, they look like this in the piano roll. Sorry, they sound like this, just cymbals basically. Cymbals and bass drum. There's one. I used a humanizing program in this as well to make it sound a bit less rigid to the click. It sounds okay. You can see all the different colors. That's the velocity, just giving it a bit of life. There we go. So that's that. There you can in Logic produce a score, which I thought, well, that's a good idea. I could put the score in the thing in the final video, but it comes in all over the place. So I did start cleaning this up, but it turned I can't get it to go low enough, and it's just a bit of a mess. So so what I did was I actually wrote the score out in Guitar Pro, and here it is. So this is the, and then so the score, you know, if I looks like this, and then I put it in this format to do a screen recording. So I just did a video of that much of it with a screen recording, and then I ended up with my video for the score as well. So for the drum score, so we got all our instruments. We got the bass and the rhythm guitar. So and the main guitar, which is muted at the moment. So we've got the whole track, which sort of sounds like this. So I think it's pretty close to the original. And then I recorded the nylon go down over the top of that. There's some effects on the guitar. On there, there's a pitch shift, just a very slight 10 cents pitch shift to give it the sort of harmonizer sort of sound that he's got on there, chorusy kind of thing, and then a bit of compression and EQ. Everything else is pretty straightforward. The bass amp is just a DI box basically, and I've got a reverb space, which is a plate, 2.3 second plate, going over the whole thing, so as if you were in this sort of, we're all going through that reverb, drums and everything. So not much of it, the reverb's coming in here. And then there's a limiter on the output for the final mix. So I then mixed the whole thing down to stereo and ended up with a stereo track. So I've got a stereo track, I've got 4 videos, I've got the score, the bass, the 2 guitars. I'll just show you those now. So the videos are in this folder here. Just get rid of this for a minute. So I've got the Bluesland bass. So that came in like this. So this is just recorded straight off the desk. Sounds, the audio is terrible, but I'm not using that, so I'm just using it for a match. I'll show you that in a minute. So that's the bass, and then we've got the guitar 1, which is the Godin. So there you go, that's that. And then the guitar 2, which is the Maton. So it's just all coming off the mixer as I'm hearing it. That's that, and then the last one is this this score here. So you can hear that. That's what the drums sound like in Guitar Pro. Pretty good, huh? So that's everything, all the videos. So the next thing we do is go into DaVinci Pro, and I would bring in all the videos into here. So we got this media pool here, we call it. So this is the bass video, here the crappy audio. This is the Bluesland one. Sorry, not the Bluesland. This is the rhythm guitar. This is the main guitar. and that's the track. That's the stereo track there, and of course that's the score. So I get all these elements. So I put them on this timeline track here. So score, guitar 2, guitar bass, guitar 1. Don't know why they're in that order, but it doesn't matter as long as you. And then, so when they're arranged, you can they're all arranged on the screen like this. So you can size each clip and make it fit. And that's basically it. So it's all of these clips, as I said before, come with an audio track. I've deleted them from the timeline here, but what I would have done is, when I've got this, so if you go back to the beginning and I'll make that bigger, you can see how the waveform on the main track there is gives you a lot to work with. So each of these tracks would have had the same waveform because it's the same track I was listening to, so it's easy to match everything up. It was. So there you have it. That is basically it in a nutshell. So DaVinci Resolve is a fantastic video editing program. Really is amazing what you can do with it, and it's free. So there you have it. That's pretty much. I think that's pretty much everything that's involved. So I hope this was useful and interesting to you, whoever you are out there. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks then. Bye.